Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, the podcast that shares stories and strategies to help women lead louder in rooms that were not built for them. Okay, let's be real. Most people don't leave six figures, a pension, and the corner office to chase purpose. But Pav, she did. So if you listen to the last episode, Pav Lertjeet Banjong, she was a CEO making 300,000 and she walked away from it because it just wasn't her passion. And you know what? She didn't just leap. She calculated, trusted, and bet on herself like she was a damn CEO. She was in charge of her own life, which was so stinking powerful. So this week's Badass Debrief, it's for the high achiever who's quietly dying inside. For the one who's quietly checking the boxes on someone else's list and wondering, why doesn't this feel like success? Before we get into it, are you ready to stop getting passed over and finally get promoted? If you're done waiting for the recognition and want the exact steps to own your value, to lead with confidence, and actually thrive once you're in the role, then my course, How to Get the Promotion You Deserve and Thrive as a Leader, is made for you. So join the waitlist now at ordinarytobadass.com/promotion-waitlist and be the first in line. So when the doors open, you can jump in and get the badass bonuses that you're not going to find anywhere else. So this will totally help you get the promotion and then also to know how to handle being a leader or being a supervisor, because you know what? A lot of times it's here's the keys to the kingdom, but they don't tell you what to do or they don't help you out along the way. So this course will do that for you.
Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to Ordinary to Badass. Whether you're ordinary or badass, I am so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk all about the last episode with Pav. It was so good. And we're going to start off with the first segment, and it's a quote that hit hard. So something that Pav said that really hit hard is, you don't need permission to be powerful, to be rich, to be free. You can be your own rich man. And I loved it. Because you know what? How many of us are waiting for somebody else to save us? Or we're waiting for someone else's approval. Let somebody else fix it, or let somebody else say we're okay. Yeah, go ahead, do it. Right? Wait for somebody to give us the encouragement to go for our dream. We need somebody else's permission sometimes to want more, to earn more, to take up space, heck, to even quit. If we have a well-paying job, to be able to quit because it doesn't fit our needs or it's not our purpose or our passion. Or permission to take our own ambition without shrinking it down or wrapping it in 1,000 disclaimers. This isn't just a money quote, but it's a mindset shift. Power, wealth, freedom, they're not just handed to you. You claim them. So for me, I remember thinking that if I just followed the rules, checked the boxes, stayed loyal, did what I was supposed to do, that I would somehow be rewarded. Spoiler alert, didn't happen. I wasn't. And it took me years to realize that loyalty to the wrong system is just another form of fear. Hoping somebody else will speak up for me or recognize the good that I'm doing, it's just not going to happen. You can't count on it. You have to rise yourself. And what Pab reminded me of, you can't wait to feel alive after the finish line. You've got to build a life that lights you up right now. So often we think, oh, if I do this, then I'll feel that. And I am totally guilty of this. Like we think if we do one thing, then we're going to feel a certain way, but you have to feel it now. And I think I've taken some courses on manifesting, and that's a big part of it, is you have to have that feeling in your life right now. If you want to be promoted and be in a supervisor position, be a leader right now. If you want to be happy when you have $300,000, be happy with the money you have now. Yes, there's always room to grow and for improvement, but find the joy in it right now. Or experience that feeling that you want to feel down the line. Experience that now. Okay, so mic drop takeaway. You don't need to blow up your life tomorrow. But you do need to stop building a resume for a life that you don't actually want. That one hits. That hits hard, right? When Pav realized she wasn't doing what she wanted, she quit. She took a huge pay cut to go after what she did want. Here's the thing, it's so easy to get sucked into this. Maybe we're just going for the promotion because we think that it's what we should do, that's the next right step. Or maybe we're not going for the promotion because, again, we think there's no other females, nobody else that's in a promoted position, or very few. Why should I? That's not what's expected of me, right? And we do the things that we think are expected of us, or we think should just be the next move, the next logistical move, or it appears right from the outside. But just because it's success on the outside doesn't mean it feels good on the inside. So we have to really reflect, why are we going after what we're going after? Is it really what you want? So let's break that down. If your daily life doesn't reflect your real values, that's not being responsible. That's resentment just waiting to happen. It's building up right under the surface. You can be strategic and soulful. You can plan and pivot. You can honor your dreams without burning it all down. And I think this is especially true for women in leadership. Women who are in predominantly male fields or predominantly male industries are taught to make it make sense to everyone else, to justify their joy, to explain intuition, to prove that purpose isn't just fluff. But here's the thing, purpose isn't soft. It's powerful AF. And now I feel like I have to tell you a story about AF. I remember when I first heard of AF, I was like, what is that? And then my friends were like, oh, as F, and filled in the F word. And I, okay, well, why wouldn't you just say, and I said the F word, and I'm only not saying it now in case you have kitties in the car. I have no problem saying it, but in case there's little ones in the car. Okay, anyway, so I was like, okay, just say the F word, just say it. But it just made me laugh because they had kids. So of course they said AF. So their little ones that wouldn't hear the actual F word. But since I didn't have little ones around, I'm like, just say it. And here I am saying AF. Okay, I digress. Okay, quick reframe. Following your purpose isn't a liability. It's a leadership move. The more aligned you are, the more dangerous you become. In the best way, of course. Next time someone says, but is that realistic? You could say, so is burnout. Pick your hard. So this week's challenge. This week, I want you to get brutally honest. What's one part of your life or your career that looks good on the surface, but feels hollow? Now ask yourself, what's one bold move I can make to realign? Or even just one move. It doesn't have to be super bold, just taking a step to realign, to make it feel good again. And it doesn't mean you have to quit doing that thing tomorrow. Maybe it means that you set a boundary. Maybe it's reworking your resume around what you want, not what you've done. Or maybe it's telling somebody the truth for the first time. Whatever it is, don't wait. Get it in this week. Because I know I do this sometimes, like, oh, I'll do it. I'll do it sometime. And then I keep putting it off. But then there's like this weight on my shoulders. There's this pressure until I do it. I like put myself in my own misery because I don't have the conversation or I don't say or do the thing. And then it just lingers. I don't know. Can you relate to that? Have you ever done that? And then it's funny because when I'm in the mood to like check the boxes or get things done, it feels so good, at least to have it off my chest, right? I don't have to hold that weight in anymore. But so often we bring this on ourselves, not realizing it's making us miserable just not saying the thing. So a mindset shift. You're not starting over. You're starting in alignment. So say this out loud. I don't have to explain my joy. I just have to follow it. Okay, I like that one. So I'm going to say it again. I don't have to explain my joy. I just have to follow it. Maybe it's as simple as that. Letting the things that light us up lead the way. Okay, are you ready to get out of your own way and go to the next level? If so, download my free guide, Breaking Barriers, at ordinarytobadass.com/barriers. You'll get practical tools to stop shrinking and start building a career that reflects your actual power. Okay, Send this episode to the woman you know is secretly stuck playing it safe. Let her know she's allowed to want more. You see more in her. She's allowed to change her mind. She's allowed to choose joy and still be a badass. Until next time, keep trusting yourself, keep building the life that you actually want, and never ever wait for permission to live fully. You are the architect now. With that, we'll end the show. To all the badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, own it and get after it.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.